Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go into my MyFitnessPal, and I'm going to go to the home menu. So here I am starting out at home. Up at the top, you see your calories, right? And just that little bar. So let's go ahead and tap on that bar, calories remaining, boop. And we've got our food log. It pops up. Now, one of two things, you can either hit the nutrition button down here at the bottom left-hand corner, or you can hit the calories remaining bar one more time. And either one will open up this screen. So this screen shows calories and how many are allotted in a pie graph to each meal that day. If you click the middle thing, nutrients, you get to see a breakdown of all of your nutrients from the day so far. So you can see the goal nutrients in that middle column, and then to the left of it, total of what you've eaten so far. And then, of course, the balance on the far right. And then you can go all the way over to the right to macros, and then it'll show you kind of the division. Like, what percentage are you at right now in terms of hitting your protein, carbs, and fats? So it gives you percentage on the right, and it gives you actual gram content on the left. I tend to like to look at the nutrient column, the middle one, so I know where I'm at for the day, and that's just a little more clear cut. So I'm going to X out of this. That's how you kind of visualize how you're doing throughout the day, right? Nutrition down here at the bottom in your diary. And then if you want to toggle your totals, right? Like, let's say it's not on the right calorie setting. You go down to more, little dot in the bottom right-hand corner. Click on that. And then you go to goals. Boop. All right. So I want to customize my default goals. So I go to nutrition goals down here. And this is right here at the top, calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals. Customize your default or daily goals. So I'll click on that, and has a place where I can adjust my calories and all of my macros. So let's say I'm losing too fast, right? I'm not feeling supported by my calories, and my coach tells me you need to eat more. Okay, so I'm going to eat more. They increased my calories by 300. So my new goal is 1950. So I do that. And then all the percentages toggle themselves here. But what if they're like, I want you to stick with 130 grams of protein. Right now, it's just auto-populated it to 146. But let's just pretend like I'm supposed to have 130 grams, right? So I can go over here and toggle protein by the percentages. So I have two choices here. I could either choose to do 122 and then just consciously remind myself I need to eat 8 more grams, or I could keep it at 30%, right? And then just remind myself that I eat a little bit below that. I'd prefer to go to 122 and then overshoot it just by a little bit each day. But now I'm at 95% down the bottom right-hand corner, if you see that 95% in red. So I've got to toggle something else up a little bit to help me hit my total calorie goal. So let's go ahead and, I love carbs. Let's say I'm doing a lot of running. I want more carbs for fuel. So let's bump up carbs then by 5% to equal 100%. Does that make sense? Boom. So again, you just can toggle all of your macronutrient goals. Even though we're not really tracking fat or carbs, you have to have it equal 100% in MyFitnessPal, right? So just choose something that, is relatively balanced. And by that, I mean something around 30% for fat and something around 40% for carbs. But ideally, it doesn't really matter because all we're looking at is that protein. So that is your goal. Now, if you went back up here and you had a goal to lose weight or, something else, and then they auto-populated it for you, that would wipe out all of your default, right? So if I said my goal is to, lose weight or something. See, it says, are you sure? Updating your weekly goal or remove any custom goals. Would you like to continue? No, don't ruin what I've done. I think that's it. And then the last thing I would say is, for this whole fitness goals thing, you've got this, let's go to diary. You've got this budget up here, right? Where it says goal, food, and then plus exercise. MyFitnessPal sets it up so it's giving you back the calories you burned. If you're trying to lose weight, this is not ideal because I've already calculated fitness into the equation for your macronutrients, so you don't need to be worrying about eating back your calories. If you do, and you're adhering to that in MyFitnessPal, like let's say it's uploading directly from your Fitbit or something, how many calories you burned that day, which is always approximate and not accurate anyways, but that's another story. If you're having that synced to your MyFitnessPal, I would turn that off because it'll be confusing. You'll end up overeating calories and then you won't be in a deficit anymore and you'll be sad because you're like, what am I doing wrong? So I would just, make sure that setting is off so that your exercise is never adding in calories at the end of the day. So I hope that that's helpful, and let me know if you have any other questions.